Would you like to win and achieve success at what you do? Welcome to the Winner's Ways podcast, where we create winners every day. And now, your host, the author of Winner's Ways book and life coach, Bola Alabi.
Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of the Winner's Ways podcast. I'm glad you are joining me today. I appreciate your time, and I'm your host, Bola Alabi. This podcast is about you. This is for you. My goal is to educate you so that you can discover your purpose and live your best life. And so on today's show, I'll be talking about how to handle rejection. I will share a personal story to give you some perspective into how I dealt with my own rejection in the past so that you can learn some lessons from my life. And if you are currently dealing with some form of rejection, maybe it's going to help you to handle and come out better in your own life. Truth be told, no one likes rejection. It has a tendency of making someone feel less capable. It can make you feel not wanted, and it can damage your morale and ego. Many people are so afraid of being rejected that they resolve to only do things that they are completely sure of being successful at. And because of this, they ended up clinging to the status quo that is provided by their comfort zone. This shouldn't be the case. I know rejection is meant to test you, to test your character, your resolve, and your determination about what you want to achieve. People that are afraid of rejection will find it difficult to make the necessary sales call, submit a proposal for a bid, or apply to certain jobs because of the fear of being rejected. They could even be fearful of writing exams that could potentially help them in their next career move, just because they are afraid of failing or being rejected. And some can even be afraid of reaching out to someone that they love and express their feelings, all because they are afraid of being rejected. The sting of rejection can be brutal, it can be painful, and it is highly debilitating. When we are rejected, we can feel isolated, lonely, and unwanted. I know it can be very, very painful. But no matter how painful rejection can be, it is almost an unavoidable aspect of life, especially for people that want to really grow, people that want to expand their horizon. Rejection is something that you have to deal with at one point or another. Everyone that ever try new things will experience some form of rejection at a point in their life. In my own story, which I cannot forget in a hurry, I had just immigrated to the United States after leaving my prestigious job in my own home country. Of course, immediately on getting to the United States, I started applying for jobs in order to continue my career. I had submitted hundreds of applications. For me, I took like 10 hours each day applying to jobs, so that I could quickly get back and start making money. I got a couple of interviews. The first set of interviews did not go as planned, so I started experiencing my rejection in terms of job application. Initially, it was not a big deal to me, but as the number of rejection letters kept piling up, I began to lose faith in my ability to secure a new job. I started doubting myself and the possibility of starting a new career in the United States. Several thoughts were coming to my mind, and I was doubting my decision about leaving my country. When you think about taking care of your personal needs, taking care of your family, and if the resources are not forthcoming, it can make you lose faith in your ability. Anyway, I was beginning to question my strategy and my decision to go for certain kind of jobs. I was also telling myself maybe it's time to settle for less. Maybe I should just take up any job that comes my way, at least just to keep soul and body together. But for the encouragement that I received from my wife, she told me never to give up. She encouraged me that I could do it. So I doubled down on my job application and focused intensely on what I truly needed or wanted. And I made a decision never to settle for less. And not too long afterward, my decision and determination paid off. I got not just one job offer, but I got 3 different jobs from prestigious companies in America. So I learned a valuable lesson from the string of rejection that I experienced while job hunting. I know my story lasted for just some few weeks, but there are many people out there that have experienced rejection for too long, for many, many years. And as such, they have settled for a life less desired. Many people are at a crossroad of decision making today because they have experienced several rejections in the past. They have been disappointed and heartbroken as a result of being turned down several times. Now, the way you choose to respond to rejection could determine the entire course of your future. You can choose to give up and settle for the status quo, or you can be like me and fight back and double down on what you actually wanted in your life. No one can truly experience real success without first facing some form of rejection. Martin Luther King Jr.'s story is an amazing one. He had a dream of an American that is devoid of racism. His idea was rejected, but he did not just shut up. He fought. He kept talking about what he wanted. He kept talking about his dream. The same story goes with Nelson Mandela of South Africa. His own idea was to end apartheid in South Africa. But his opinion, his view was vehemently rejected in the country, and this led him to jail. But one thing that is common to these 2 great men was that they did not bow out without some fights. They held on to their belief and desires. So in your case, have you given up on what you want because you've been rejected several times? Have you lost hope about your dream turning into reality? If so, today's episode is for you, because I want you to find some new faith. I want you to find some new hope so that you can turn your rejection into your success story. So quickly, I'll share some 5 tips that will help you to handle rejection. So number 1, don't run. The easiest and the worst thing you could do when you faced rejection is to give up and run away. Doing this will not only make it difficult to confront future challenges, but it will also make it extremely challenging for you to achieve your goals. If you give up at the first rejection that you get, you will not know what it really means to achieve success. I like the way Thomas Edison, the guy that invented light bulb, put it. He said, "I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That was his quote when he was trying to invent the light bulb. He failed several times. His methods did not work several times, but he did not give up. And today, because of him, look around you if you have light bulb. This was due to the perseverance of Thomas Edison. This is the way I want you to handle rejection. When you are turned down on whatever you want, don't let it be a showstopper. Instead, you should consider it that you've learned a way that will not work and fine-tune your strategies so that you position yourself in a better place the next time around. So let's take an example. If you are submitting a job application for a specific role and you've been turned down on several occasions in the past, the next time around, before you submit a new application, take a pause, assess your strategies, and ask yourself, do you really understand what the job role entails? Do you qualify for the job in the first place? Are you well prepared for interviews? Your resume, is it up to date? Is it accurate? Does it contain all the keywords that will help to get you hired? You need to assess your strategies. And if there's something that you are doing wrong, that is making you fall short, that is causing this rejection, you can then address it during your strategy review. So that's number one, don't run. Number two, you should ask why. Asking questions is a good thing and it will lead you in the right directions. If you learn how to ask the right question, you may be able to get some clues as to why you were rejected in the first place. Asking why will make you gain new perspective about your intention. So again, let's say you submitted another application to apply for loan with a bank, and you are trying to build a new business, and you went to the bank and you said, "Oh, Mr. Bank Manager, I need some loan." And you were turned down by the first bank, second, third, even up to the 10th bank. It's time for you to reassess your strategies. So before you submit your next application, make sure you ask questions. Ask the bank manager, why did I miss it? Why was my application rejected? And if they give you any answer, make sure you thoroughly address their concerns before you try again. So ask why and make sure you address all concerns before you apply again. That's strategy 2. Number 3, you should over-prepare. You have been rejected. It was a painful and harrowing experience, but you need to get back in the game and fight. You should let the pains and negativities around the rejection be fuel to push you to prepare better the next time. You should prepare as if your life depends on the outcome in your next attempt. Colin Powell, the one-time United States Secretary of Defense, put it right. He said, "There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure." That is how I want you to see rejection. You should prepare, over-prepare, so that you'll be in a better place. You'll gain new knowledge, new perspective, and you understand what you are doing better, and you learn from your mistake before your next attempt. Number 4, go again. Perseverance is a trait that you need to possess in order to deal effectively with rejection. If you were rejected, don't just accept it and close the door. You shouldn't let rejection knock you down on your path to your goal. Rather, you should get back in the game, get back in the arena, and try again. J.K. Rowling, the widely successful author of the Harry Potter series, was rejected 12 different times before the 13th publishing company gave her a chance. One can only wonder what would have become of her if she had given up on her 3rd or 10th attempt. Be like J.K. Rowling. Go again and again until you get your desired outcome. Finally, number 5, change perspectives. Michelle Phan said, "I believe that rejection is a blessing because it's the universe's way of telling you that there is something better out there. Now that you have tried all you could, you have been pursuing your particular goal for many years, but the results are not coming. Maybe it's time for you to reconsider and change your perspective and explore other possibilities. You have been applying for jobs for many years and you did not get the kind of job that you are happy about. A change in perspective may lead you to start your own business. Or maybe your case is you have tried to start a business as a real estate broker, but you are not closing enough deals to make it a business. A change in perspective may mean starting a new business, maybe in the construction field. Or maybe you have expressed your feeling to that lady. You have tried to woo her with all the tactics you know, but all is to no avail. A change in perspective can lead you to another special lady that will create your own love at first sight story. So, a change in perspective can sometimes be a winning strategy. Sometimes in life, rerouting and changing our views may be the answer that will open new doors of possibilities and create the kind of life that we truly desire. And that's where I'll end it today. To recap, I gave you 5 tips for dealing with rejection. The first, don't run. Don't just give up and run away that, hey, I'm not up to the task. Please don't run. Number 2, ask why. You should do your research, learn why you were rejected, and make sure you address the reasons why you were rejected. Number 3, you should over-prepare. Sometimes preparation is necessary. When you combine preparation with hard work, you will be able to get the outcome that you want in life. So over-prepare. Make sure you know you dot all your I's and you cross all your T's. Know the detail about what you are seeking to achieve. Informed by preparing very well. Number 4, go again. When one door shuts, try another door. Keep knocking, keep sending out information, keep applying for that job. Don't give up. You should go again and again and again until you get your desired outcome. And number 5, sometimes it's okay to change perspective and explore other possibilities out there. So in closing today, rejection is difficult and painful to go through. People can experience rejection in their relationship, career, or in life generally. I want you to know that if you or when you experience rejection, don't internalize it at all. Don't let it make you feel less capable. Learn lessons from it. Follow the tips that I've shared in this episode and use it to carve out another path towards your desired life. Now, I want to hear your story. Are you dealing with any form of rejection, or have you dealt with some rejections in the past? Please comment in this post. We may either be able to help you to get through your situation, or we may learn from your experience. I hope I've been able to serve you today. You know what we do at Winners Ways. We are on a mission to create more winners. We want you to succeed in your career and personal finance. Please subscribe to our podcast and leave us a review on iTunes, Google Play, or anywhere where you listen to podcasts. Because with your help, we are going to create more winners together. Till next time, I am Bola Halabi. Keep winning.